Well, guys, I was going to talk to you guys about the new NASCAR 25 update, and I'm just going to play and I'm going to chat along with you. But I'll publish, well, actually, no, you can just find the full video on like YouTube.
In NASCAR 25, we really saw the opportunity to do something different with the race day experience. So, having worked on a bunch of different NASCAR games in my career, it's always been sort of the same flow when you get to the race weekend of, practice, qualifying, race. And while we wanted to have those features in there, obviously, we wanted to make them all feel very unique and memorable.
So to execute there, we've actually taken certain areas of each track and really built these scenes where we can show the car models in a different way. Traditionally we've only shown the car models once you actually get on track, and now we're using them almost like a character in a movie.
So one of
See, guys, I think that's really cool. I mean, they've never really done that in a NASCAR game before, except for like NASCAR Thunder 2004. But I think that's a really cool feature.
the ways that we've done that is we're doing everything at the racetrack from the driver's perspective. When you get to the racetrack, you're down in the pits, you're in the garage, you're intermingling with your crew members, with your team, you're in your car. There's no concept of what is a normal race day UI where you're just clicking through menus. You're actually
These people back here in the background, those are just like placeholder guys. They're gonna like do some more stuff with that later. It's just work in progress.
the driver at the track in your car, interacting with your crew chief and your spotter.
Everybody knows that iRacing is all about authenticity. It's not just a marketing slogan, right? It's the company was literally founded on this notion of being authentic first and realistic. We've talked a lot about car models and track models and laser scanning, but we haven't really gotten into the sound yet. And when you come to these NASCAR tracks, the sound is everything, right? In NASCAR 25, every engine sound that you hear is actually recorded from those real world race cars. And one of the things we're super excited about this year is the spotters. You have not one, but two real world.
That's another thing I'm really curious about. I've always wondered how they do that. How do they take a recording and make it to where you can like do gas and brake and make the sound like go with that? It doesn't make sense to me. But they've obviously figured out a way to do that.
World Cup spotters that we're working with in Josh Williams and TJ Majors. And we've learned so much from these guys.
Playing these games enabled me to become part of a community that gave me an opportunity to get involved in something that I love.
My grandfather was general manager at the Martinsville Speedway for about 25 years. So just grew up around the track, listening to radios, didn't really know anything different. My parents they did sell souvenirs for Del Senior. So for 20 years they did that. So just always being around it.
Being involved in a game like this is unique, man, and it's really cool. I don't think it's not an opportunity that comes along to everyone all the time.
So spotting started late 70s, early 80s. A few drivers just wanted an extra set of eyes just to kind of see the rest of the track where they couldn't see it. And then everybody started realizing it was a benefit for them. So then everybody kind of ended up with them every week. And then NASCAR finally made it mandatory, I think early 90s. Some bigger accidents, people got hurt. So they made them mandatory now. So there has to be a spotter on the roof before they let your car leave pit road.
So one of our big focuses with NASCAR 25 is this notion of immersion and emotion. And we're really tapping into the emotional side of what it's like to be a driver. And one of the examples with Junior was we asked him, you go to a race weekend, when are you most stressed out? And his answer really shocked us. You'd think it was, being four wide at Talladega for 4 or 5 hours straight. And actually it was qualifying. And he said, when I'm the most stressed out, I'm actually sitting on pit road. I'm about to go out. I hear that car go by before me. Official waves me on and I know it's my turn. He's like, I got this taped up car.
That's another thing. Qualifying, it needs to be stressful. It can't be just like, okay, go do a lap. We'll see how you place. It's gotta be like you gotta have that feeling to it. You gotta have the music, the sounds. They gotta make it exciting in some way.
I'm ready to send it down into turn one and just see what happens. And not only that, but I'm the only car on the track, and I've got the entire industry watching me. And it was really that sort of light bulb from a design perspective that was like, oh, we need to put a lot more emotion into not just the racing, but all of these other stages that the drivers go through on a race weekend.
One of the good challenges, I think, for us trying to build this product is the sensory overload and putting you in the moment, like right before you get into the car, feeling like, the spectacle of the Daytona 500, the pre-race, all the build-up, bringing all of that in and trying to build the anxiety and build the nerves up in the user so that they realize how critical a moment is and they feel that pressure and anxiety to perform and succeed. And that's a fun challenge, but one I think we're up to the task. Visit
I really like the idea that Dale Jr. is working on this. It just will probably make it a whole lot more fun and realistic to play with.
NASCAR25.com for more information on the game. And make sure you follow us on social media at NASCAR.
They also have the Menard series. They have all three main NASCAR series plus the ARCA Menard series, which I think is pretty cool.
NASCAR 25 game.